Okay, so moving on to the sequel versions of Black and White, Black 2, White 2, going with Black 2. I take back what I said. I guess it's possible we'll just keep this as one video. Okay, so let's see. Well, okay, first off, I'm curious what that check mark means. But also, another save file with over 400 hours. Like, what the heck? 484 in the Pokedex with all the 8 badges. That's... Okay, this one might be another long one, so let's check it. But yeah, I don't remember what all these messages mean, but I'm not going to try and decipher them right now. But yeah, I do remember the Black 2 and White 2 versions were pretty peak, and they had the New Game Plus. Okay, Battle Subway. Okay, so these guys were hardcore. Right? I never went to the Battle Subway. Just to say something about me. I wasn't really into doing proper battles back then. Okay. I think we're in Nimbasa. I forget. Okay, let's see. Trainer card. That's not a signature. Okay, file started in 2013, so maybe not a day one file, but it's still very possible that this is right, the original save file. Yeah. Pokedex. Assuming it's going to look largely similar to the other one. Okay, yeah, so they had a fair amount of legendaries from Gen 4. Definitely not as expansive as the last one. But yeah, with the first save file we looked at, I wasn't really expecting to find any of those shinies actually still in the game, so it's impressive. Okay, so had Deoxys, had Jirachi, had Rayquaza, whatever you want to call it. It's also interesting to note, like, depending on which generation, right, is what other generation Pokemon you find in those games stands out more, right? So obviously with Gen 5, right, the easiest to be accessed outside of the immediate games would be, right, Generation 4, which also included Generation 2 remakes. So, right, Gen 1, 2, and 4 are a lot easier to comprehend. I don't know the term. They get a lot easier to understand them being transferred into the Generation 5 games. Whereas Gen 3, you had to go. They take a lot longer journey to get there, and then you could say that a lot about right, with each generation after this as well. But yeah, it's just something, right? Something to add into the mystery as well. Mewtwo. That looks like about it. Okay, let's go to the end. Let's go to the other end. Yes, definitely not as many caught, although Volcarona, Swords of Justice, Kami had Zekrom, okay, of course. No Reshiram though, so maybe they didn't have the other version. Yeah, Black Kyurem, Keldeo, Meloetta, Genesect. Well, they had the shiny Genesect, so I'm assuming that's the one from the movie. Who's on the team? Level 100s. Okay, let's check it. Sigilyph. That's a weird one to have as level 100, but actually that's pretty cool. Wouldn't expect to find it. Had Pokerus at some point, so another file that had Pokerus. Haxorus. That one makes more sense as level 100. Okay, Okay, let's see what we got. A Jolteon, another Sigilyph, and a Munna. Okay. Okay. Samurott from 2010. So it was transferred in probably from a previous black or white save file. Okay, those are just eggs. Actually, you know what? We're gonna check the eggs. Why not? Various from 2013. Okay. That was box 1, so we're in box 2. Okay, Volcarona. Didn't see anything immediately jumping out. As I was talking about earlier, if you see a save file with a lot of unevolved trade evolutions, yeah, you just know they didn't have anybody to trade with at the moment. Okay, so as far as this save file, I'm not seeing anything caught beyond 2013, so... Yeah, the second Volcarona. That's level 100. Okay, so traded from somewhere, somehow. Yeah, from 2010. So probably one from a black or white save file. VGN? What does VGN mean? Am I stupid? I don't recognize that. I probably just not. It's not connecting with it. Eevee with Pokerus at a level 1. Huh. Did I just forget that Pokerus can be transferred through eggs, right? By breeding? Am I misremembering that? I'm not sure if that was possible or not. And then there's more Eevees, so I guess that's how it is. This looks like they were gearing up for a proper team of Eevees. VF. Yeah, again, I'm sure there's a lot of different nicknames on some of these, especially some that have been traded or whatnot, but oh well. Alakazam, alright. Don't see that every day. Dugong level 100 had Pokerus. Yeah, what's the story there? Superior from 2013. Assuming that says, right, originally obtained the 17th of June, but then traded the next day. Right? I don't know. Yeah, Gigalith. So I guess now I'm just thinking the ideal thing to do would be if I only save, right, 1 or 2 of these save files, then the others automatically get transferred into those, right, from the ones that I ditch. So, yeah, with these 2 in particular, it might be worth, right, trying to complete a national dex for someone or another. Of course, I need to trade them that way, so that also poses a problem. Curious what that says. first guess would be like, is it the AR, right? The augmented reality Dream Radar, I think. Which I never had before, so. Yeah. And they all fit the theme of, like, sleepy time, kind of thing. Okay. Is there more? Yep, even more. Also, I guess to kind of date the video, at the time of this recording, there's a lot of hype going around in the Pokemon trading card game scenario over the next set that's said to be released in both Japan and the US, but it's a dual set focusing on black and white. So how convenient. How coincidental. But yeah, it's a split set that features every Pokemon from Generation 5, and all of them are apparently getting illustration rares or special illustration rares, so that's gonna be a doozy. I myself probably not gonna pick up any of those products because, man, it's just gotten crazier and crazier out there. But I guess if there's any particular singles, right, I might go for those. Otherwise, yeah. Just interesting observation. But yeah, to expand about that, I am glad to see that Generation 5 is getting a little bit of love, right? If not in the video games, then at least in the trading card game. Electivire, okay. It's a level 40 Porygon? Huh. Yeah, I have no experience with the Dream Radar or any of that stuff, so. Gengar, level 50, had Pokerus. Okay. Just curious, how long does this keep going? Box 10. This thing's chock full. I hope you enjoy the view of my fingers, because it's just a lot of it today. Sorry for the silence. There's a lot going on here. It's like, this gets a little redundant at some point. More eggs. It's impressive, but also, man, that is just a lot. Okay, did we finally make it back around? I think so. Okay, back out. But wow. Nothing too valuable in there, I don't think. All right, didn't see any shinies, didn't see any of the legendaries, or at least I don't think I saw that many, so. Yeah, I'm assuming those would have been transferred out. Yeah, I'll have to see what the heck's up with that. Let's go to the bag. Just realized I don't really know what any of this stuff is. I know that's the one you use for Ho-Oh, I think. Otherwise, don't really recognize it. But yeah, I think all the legendaries got transferred out because none of them were on the team and none of them were in the box. Okay. Okay, last one for today. White 2. Okay, so we got, okay, maybe not as intense. We got 112 hours, almost 113, 385 in the Pokedex. So that's still pretty, right? Still a lot going on there. So let's check it out. Okay, so we're in a cave. I don't remember which cave. Ice cave, maybe. Trade card. Still don't think that's his signature. Okay, started 2012, June. Yeah, this might be a day one save file. Badge case, all 8. Pokedex. I'm just gonna do a speed scroll through here because it said 385, so I'm assuming that's just a lot filled out. A lot of Generation 3 Pokemon. Okay. Not many legendaries, though, from what I can tell. Yeah, mostly caught just a lot of Generation 5 Pokemon. Okay, they did get Kyurem. None of the other legendaries beyond that, right? The event legendaries. They have the Therian form of Landorus, so obviously they have, right, some Dream Radar stuff as well. Did not manage to trade with another version, I don't think. Okay. Who's on the team? Not bad. Yeah, this definitely looks like a save file is just up and left randomly. Okay, it's 2012, Haxorus, Superior. I'm assuming that, yep, 629, so that's probably the starter, the original starter. Zoomerl, there's the Landorus. White Kyurem. Okay, so that was caught in October, so looks like they were going pretty hard on the save file for the first year or so. Okay, so I'm gonna pause, probably use an escape rope, and we'll meet up when we get to a Pokemon Center. Okay, so this is how bad my memory is. We surfaced here, and I do not remember what the name of this location is, so my bad. Okay, let's see. Moment of Truth. Will this have original save file Pokemon in it? Yep, there's something. Okay, that's potentially 9 boxes worth. Well, let's go down the line. A lot of Pokemon from the Dream World. Just like the other one. Interesting. All of these from either 2012 or 2013, so... I know we mentioned it earlier, but yeah, since they didn't have Wonder Trading here, so it'll be interesting to see once we jump into the next generation, right? Generation 6 and 7. It'll be interesting to see if any of those save files right, made use of the a lot more trades, right? Because it's pretty popular being able to just get rid of quote unquote fodder. There's otherwise Pokemon that you wouldn't usually need. So it's just a lot of stuff from the Dream World in here. Spiritomb from the Dream World. Of course, that makes sense. So Zorua. There you go, and Zorua. I was wondering if we see one of those. Okay, so they did manage to capture at least one of them. Sorry about that, guys. Had to pause because of a truck going by. Garbage truck. Let's keep going. Another egg. So much from the Dream World. Oh, there you go. There's the Tornadus. Level 15. I forgot how low they were. Right, how low level they are when you get them. So I hope you don't mind if I just keep speeding through here, because there is a lot of Dream World Pokemon in here. Assuming the reason these have all been left here is because the rest got transferred out. I don't know, just a hunch. Because I'm not seeing much of the variety that I saw throughout the Pokedex. Or at least I'm not making note of any of it. Interesting. Piplup from Wi-Fi. Whatever that means. Didn't realize you could get so many Spiritomb from Dream World, but I guess that makes sense. Okay, I think this is the last box. This and the next one. Oh, I almost passed it up. Oh, there's the Thundurus. Level 13. Wow. So they didn't do anything with them. Swords of Justice and some evolutions. Slacking. Okay, so these look like a little more, got a little more use out of them. Or just traded in for some reason. Ampharos. $2014, okay. So the save file was in use at least a couple years. And I think this is the last one. Got a Shuckle and a Bronzor from the Dream World. Okay, well, that was a journey and a half. Let's get out of here. So nothing too interesting there. Just apparently the previous owner did a lot of stuff in the Dream World, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that. Okay, that's gonna do it for this video. Next time we'll be back with the Generation 6 games, and we'll see how long that one takes. This one, I'm still not sure if I'm going to split it up or not, but we'll see.